Produced by Namco. They don't actually say it. I'll say it for you this time. Soft Deck, ADX, classics that you'd see in fighting games back in the day. And also another new intro for yet another entry into the Soul Calibur series. Namco twice. Oh, they cut it in half.
Sending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords.
So awesome. Look at this intro, man. Soul Calibur just kept getting better and better at making FMV intros for their video games. And epic music for the backgrounds of their games. They were phenomenal at presenting their games in such a way to make you want to play them just by seeing the intro. Look at this. Even showing off the characters of the game and their playstyle. Even Heihachi Mishima is in the game, which is probably the easiest crossover they've ever done, by far. They made Tekken, so why wouldn't they just cross it over with one of the more famous characters from that series, right? Get those sales numbers up. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Seeing multiple characters fight each other, seeing multiple character origins, or seeing how they interact with other characters in the series is so awesome, dude. This game is awesome. This game is phenomenal, fantastic, marvelous. Any adjective you can describe this game that feels an essence of good, it is in here. Look at that. That's Necrid. That was a character Todd McFarlane helped make. Apparently they said it was created by Namco, but then they have to give credit to Todd McFarlane, so it's like, okay. Whatever you want to say, Namco. Yo, look at this. Look at the flippin' sword. Uh-oh. Yo, that's actually crazy. The fact that Ivy's sword could just break apart and chase you is absurd. I don't even know if that could actually do that in the game. And it's so long. These intros are crazy long. Just showing off their technology of being able to take these characters and put them in wondrous environments. Look at that mountain. Look at this guy, the Azure Knight, baby, in his full, beautiful blue form. Oh, the piece of Soul Edge is mine. That eyeball is one of the most beautiful pieces of FMV. Look, it's Inferno. He's back yet again. The soul of Soul Edge. Soul Calibur 2 with the moon. Hit your eye like a big pizza pie. That's a Soul Edge.
Soul Calibur 2.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be. It reminds me of that one guy from Samurai Jack. Look at this demonstration. Awesome. Look, they have different camera angles to show off the computer player fighting each other. So good. So wonderful. Oh my goodness. They tell you all about that character and what they do. The title of this screen is different when you actually unlock all the weapons and characters, just like it was in Tekken 2. So what we're going to do first, as always, and anytime we do this stuff, go to practice mode. It'll tell you almost everything you need to know. But here's all the characters. You got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 23 characters. These two are like bonus characters that you can choose from. They're not really like part of the main story. They're more like bonus NPC characters that you have. But we have some returning characters such as Mitsurugi. Heihachi isn't returning. He's in for the first time. Almost said he's returning. Necrid's new. Taki, Raphael's a new guy. Young Sung instead of Huang is in this instead. I don't know why, unless that's his last name instead of his first name. Cassandra, Talim, Killick, Shanghua, Maxi, Yoshimitsu's back, Cervantes, Ivy, Nightmare, Charade, Sophatia, Astaroth, Voldo, Sungmina, and Lizard Man, Assassin Berserker. So obviously I'm going to choose Heihachi. I love Heihachi. Since I'm also doing the Tekken series, if you see Yoshimitsu's character box right there, you can actually change costume, which will say in the top right. And you actually see the different shades of Yoshimitsu here. Ivy's has different colors, but she gets 3 skins instead of just 2. Not every character has 3 skins. Cassandra has 3. Talim has 3. Mitsurugi has 3. Heihachi only has 2. But that's how they decided to change it in this game. You also have the fire, which is just coursing in Heihachi's hand, burning up. I like this type of screen for Soul Calibur. Dude, it was in gold back there. It was so sick. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stages. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough to work with in this game. This is the best part. The fact that you can even do that is crazy. This is practice mode. They'll tell you freestyle, stay in normal. You got all this stuff. You can reset positions, which will reset your position. Practice options of what you want to do. Freestyle versus computer. Counters done. Full information. All that good stuff. You got your command list for your A button, your B button, your kick button. Look at this. They got 10-hit combos in this game. Namco went crazy. They're like, here, you want to do a 10-hit combo? Here you go. Here's all these other special moves. They even tell you what buttons do what. They actually have an explanation of what these buttons do. It's an entire index of what you need to do and how to do it. That's flipping awesome. You got your options here. You got the background music, sound effects, voice volume, and your controller settings. You just see it all here. Just like in Tekken, this game will just show you what your mids and lows are. Heihachi plays just like his counterpart in Tekken. Beautiful. Did you see that? Also, the movement's pretty good. It's about the same as Soul Calibur, maybe a little bit faster. You can jump normally by hitting A and the up button. See, I can guard and then just hit a diagonal, and it'll automatically have me jump. In order to do a jumping attack, you got to hit up in that button. Just swinging his fist around. You still got your soul charges and all that. But if you notice that the stage design's different. We have an entire wall of a beautiful bookshelf with a door and windows on the side with flags in the top. Gotta drag Yoshi Beats over real quick. But if you notice, this is actually an edge that I can fall off of. Classic rig out. The font's really good too. I like the font in this game as well. And it just feels good. Oh my goodness. Look how fast everything's going. Oh my goodness. Just play Tekken and Soul Calibur. That's all I ever wanted. I wish there was a proper combination of Tekken and Soul Calibur. We never got it. This was the closest thing to it. Maybe they'll reconsider in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much. Look at all those numbers. They got the damage numbers popping up on the right side. It's so cool. It comes in real quick and then it leaves. We also have the attack data on the top left. So it's pretty much practice mode. I can't really show the HUD here. That's what arcade mode is for. Good loading screen. Hey, saving on the PS2 memory card? Nice. I'm still crazy that Todd McFarlane decided to give Spawn. In the Xbox version, Link from Legend of Zelda is in the GameCube version, and Heihachi is in the PS2 version. Proper cameos. It's crazy. We're gonna do arcade. Notice Lizard Man, Berserker, and Assassin art here. How could you deny the greatness that is Heihachi Mishima? Also, the flame's a different color.
Cassandra.
So the part of this game is that like the Soul Edge, Spirit, or Soul or whatever has captured Soul Calibur. That's why it's the evil eye over the Soul Calibur sword.
I'm going all out.
There's a crap ton of voice lines we'll get to later, but there's so many. Cassandra alone has 91 unique voice lines. That includes sound effects too, if you count those as voice lines. They're mixed in with them as well. Like pain noises and stuff like that, damage noises. But if you notice like this beautiful stage, you notice it's not just some giant circle, but there's walls. I don't think you can break the walls in this game. You can also use it to wall bounce if you want, but the ring out section's over there. So now you got to worry about positioning, I wouldn't say even more as you would in regular Soul Calibur, because the whole ring is a ring out. Because usually it's a giant circular shape that has no walls to it, but this game actually has walls, so it really tries to center you to keep you inside of the ring. Multiple battle pose wins as well. Great addition to this game of having 3D models that taunt. You can press a taunt button. Notice how the ring out is different here. Those corners are actually ring out corners. It's not just a giant square or rectangle that you fall into. Electric Noogie, one of my favorite grabs. So if we actually look at the HUD, we got the timer, we got the stage 2, the arcade time, we got the press start, which isn't as crazy as Challenge Me. The health bar is similar to Soul Calibur 1 with the plastic look to it and the red background. The balls are just, they look like little beads, little glowing beads, but the names have strike-throughs that let you know what costume you're using. Yeah, I'd be laughing at that costume too. See, this is more like a traditional Soul Calibur stage. Great narrator in this game. They knew how to choose narrators for Soul Calibur. The guard impact's still in this game. It's pretty much the same as Soul Calibur. Look at that. We got to get in the Nickelodeon slime. The water looks pretty good. And also, everything in the background is a 3D model. It's not painted on, or an image, I should say. This has 2 ring out sections, in front and behind. This has backgrounds that are just images, but the fact that they modeled an entire wheel, they didn't have to do that. An entire freaking windmill. 3D modeled from top to bottom, just for a stage. They did it only for a stage. They didn't care. They're like, dude, we're just gonna show it off. Even those windmills in the background are 3D. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Crazy step up from Soul Calibur 1. This is another special type of ring out stage where the wall is in the background, but everywhere else you have the ability to fall off the stage. It looks good. Oh my goodness! Yo, that's a 3D bridge, 3D ship, all that's 3D.
You're in my way.
Yet another unique battle pose. There's many in this game. Like I said, there's a lot of voice lines. Look at this Cherry Blossom plays, dude. Kyoto? I think this might be on easy. I'm thinking this might be on easy. There's no way I should be doing this well. Yeah, the Destined Battle. Destined Battle usually fight Raphael. And it's a different intro for every character that fights the Destined Battle. I don't know if it's always Raphael. Look at that, it's so sick! They'd have to do that. Block with my gauntlet. Enough.
You may be a worthy opponent.
Unique lines just for these two. Look at this cathedral, dude. Look at the shading. Look at the light source, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, I kind of wish it was more detailed on the windows, but I get it. I get it, man. It's not going to show the blue light on the ground. Grab them. Look. Yeah. Look at those unique grabs. Awesome. So now we got the unique cutscene for whatever character you're playing as, but they'll give different lines for this. Teleport to a different area, and this is basically Inferno's boss room. And this room has some issues, and you'll see. Yo, Soul Calibur is stabbed into Inferno in the front. Unique background image for that. A unique graphic. Hellfire. As you hit Inferno, the fire just randomly starts going. And it's kind of jarring because I think they intentionally do this to make it harder to hit Inferno. Also, he starts out with Soul Edge. So he'll change 2 times to whatever random fighting style that's in the game, just like previously. He's about ready to change to his final form, which is just someone else's fighting style. That's it. But they have a weird bone and flesh combination that looks a bit wonky with lightning everywhere. They only get 1 round, by the way. So if you die, you die. You got to restart. Inferno just blows up, and then SOULCALIBUR, drops out of him. Yay, the sword is free.
Even Kuma is stronger than you.
Dang. Oh, man, that's a crushing blow. He doesn't even take it. He doesn't even take it. Also, you have more letters to work with here. You also have 99 seconds. And also, this is the ending of the arcade version of each character. They went back to the presentation of this sepia art and just describing what happened after they were done with the arcade mode. He challenged the sword and just left. He came here, he fought, and then he left again. That's all Heihachi came here to do. That's all Namco gave him. They're like, I'm going to fight the sword, then I'm just going to leave. I don't need it. Look, you get gold, which is used to buy things in this game. Buy weapons in Weapon Master mode. Beautiful font, background shadow, and colors that combine together to make this look really good. Daryl must have really liked playing this game. How long did I do it? Bia! Oh, I was 3rd. Nice. Let's go on the options. Why not? Let's show it off. So it was on easy. It was on easy. But normal's regular. 2 for both versus and 1 player. And you see this entire list of things that it affects. It's insane. You could even start with a lower life gauge or a higher life gauge. So normal time's 50 now. It's not 40. So you also have character change, stage selection, neutral guard, help messages, subtitle, and default settings. If I hit default settings, obviously it's going to go back to all the green. You have your controller settings, which doesn't show the controller. It's very sad, but that's pretty much it. They simplified it a lot for this game. You can adjust display brightness or screen ratio. So this game does support widescreen. So if you want to play this game in widescreen, more power to you. I'm doing 4:3. You have sound settings as well. You have stereo, surround. And if you have headphones, you can hear this. It sounds so good. And I can just turn this down. You can change the language from English to Japanese. You have the records as well in the game of how many characters you played. You have your collection history of all the characters that you unlock. Look at this. And much more. The profiles as well. Weapon demonstrations, costumes, all that stuff is in there. You also have save and load. We're going to show off art gallery as well. So there is high resolution art pictures that they have in here of each character. Or the 20 characters that they added to this game, not the other 3. I don't know why Lizard Man got screwed for no reason. Lizard Man's a character from SOULCALIBUR, but they're treating him like a cameo. You can zoom in if you want. You can zoom out. You can look at other characters if you like. You got Talim here. You got Young Sung. Look at each individual character. Look at Nightmare, dude. Look at my guy. Look at my dude. He's looking at you like, you're looking pretty good for a soul. They also have a different color background for the SOULCALIBUR logo. And that's it for the high resolution portraits. We also have illustrations of classic images of what these characters looked like on paper before they were put into the game, and how these character designs would be developed into 3D models. And there's multiple models to get an idea of what these characters would be like. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo, beautiful characters in video games. I miss them. And then you also have the special art gallery here. I think these were used for promotional images or something like that, maybe in America or Japan or other countries. It also just shows the different swords. So that's Soul Edge. That's the spirit or fragment of Soul Edge taking over SOULCALIBUR, and that's just SOULCALIBUR. I think this is the box art for the PlayStation. Yeah, this is for the PS2 version. I think it's different in the Xbox and GameCube version as well. But there's more. We also got Battle Theater, and you're probably wondering, what is this? What does Battle Theater even mean? Well, if you notice that it says CPU above Mitsurugi's character profile, that means if you want, you could choose to have 2 CPU characters go at it. Also, you could choose whatever weapons that you have unlocked. Soul Edge, look at that, the Soul Edge version. And each weapon does something special for that character, and it tells you good defense but has weak single strikes, penetrates defenses but has short reach, just like original Soul Edge. And there's a lot of weapons. They put more than they did in Soul Edge. Wait a minute, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Where did these stage come? Is that a wireframe stage? Yo, now this is a sick map design. I like the hexagon. But if you want to watch that, you can. You could choose to loop it or not. You could choose a different camera if you want. Look at this. You could move around and choose what angle you want to see the fight in. Well, let's get out of here. I just wanted to show that off. There's another function of this game because they added so much. And they added so many different modes just because they added the weapons. So extra is just doing exactly what original is, but you could choose your own weapons. So let's go to extra practice. It even tells you what it does. So let's go with Ivy. Not for any particular reason, but you can choose any weapon you want and then start that way. There's options in here too, jeez. We gotta go back to the museum and look off the exhibition theater. You're also probably wondering, what the heck is an exhibition theater? Why is this in the game? Well, I'll show you. Let's get in there and find out. Also, that is a weapon that shows Heihachi's face on it. So this just literally shows off the techniques of the character with the weapon they're using. It's very special for each character. Look at this martial arts. Look at the Mishima art style. Yeah! Martial arts! Look at him go! He's doing it! He's shaking the screen every time he moves! What else we got in the museum? We got the character profiles. So if you click on a character, this is an awesome screen too. You can choose each profile. He is 75 in this game. Claims to be Japanese. 5'10", 176. Birthday unknown. Blood type B. Weapon is body, Mishima style karate. Pet, Kuma, others unknown. It'll tell like the whole history. Well, not the whole history, but enough. So this is his stage. Also, look, 69 different voice lines. And they're all different. Isn't this crazy? They didn't have to add this into the game, but they did. They cared, man. They're like, dude, we got to try to one-up ourselves. And you have beautiful teeth, Heihachi, by the way. They look pretty dang good. These models in these games look amazing for PS2 era. They even made an HD re-release called Soul Calibur II HD Online that you could play on the PS3. It was crazy. But yeah, you could choose different characters to see what stages they're put on and what voice lines they have and all that good stuff. Over and beyond compared to Soul Calibur 1. Insane amount of stuff. We're not even done yet. We still got to go in the weapon gallery. Look how many weapons each character has. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For, I believe, 19 characters. Let's count it down then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 different characters. 19 by 12. Are you out of your mind? And every character gets a version of their Soul Edge weapon. Every single one. Even Heihachi has a Soul Edge version of his weapon. But you have other characters that get to wield the Soul Calibur version of their weapon. It's only a select few people. Nightmare gets to. Even Talim gets a Soul Calibur version of her weapons, which is awesome. Still not done yet. We gotta go in the demo theater. Look at this. So you can see each character's ending if you wanted to. Again. So if I want to see Sofatia's ending, I could just click it and they'll tell me what the arcade ending is. So we have the Weapon Master opening that tells you just like the other Weapon Master mode in Soul Calibur, stuff like that. They'll give you an intro of why they're going after Soul Edge. But they also have an ending to where you beat Inferno and Weapon Master mode, and they give you a special ending for that. So you have the opening of the game, the home version, which is the console version, which you already saw. But the arcade version is different. They put both in here. And this one's pretty quick.
Transcending history and the world.
Yo.
A tale of souls and
This sounds so
swords,
hype.
Eternally.
It tries to reel you in so well. Look, you can even see the corruption of Soul Calibur. Oh my goodness, such good game design. Look at that! The chains that bind me! And that's it. It's a quick intro. But there's also an ending version of the arcade version of Soul Calibur 2. Look at the eye movement! Look how good that eye is. It reminds me of Resident Evil. Look at that. It's shattered. Charade essentially is just Inferno, by the way. Essentially is. It just switches styles. It's like a fragment of Soul Edge. All right, that's it of the museum. I know that was a lot of stuff to get through. Final mode that we're going to talk about is Weapon Master. This thing is massive. This is where you buy all your weapons and extra stuff here. And trust me, they really wanted to double down, as they will in Soul Calibur 3, but in a different way in Soul Calibur 3 is to make this mode extremely long. They wanted to make their own RPG, and they have done it here. Yo, Algol before Algol? Does it talk about Algol in here? Oh, it's a location in this game. And I'm saying this because if you don't know, Algol is a character that shows up in Soul Calibur 4. Look how many missions there are. Oh my goodness. And it starts like the other Weapon Master mode, where you go to your proving grounds and you fight Edgar and you try to fight other characters in the game. But also they're like specific missions. But this one is the more unique stuff. These extra missions, look at this. It is a mine that you fight multiple characters in the little blocks that you have to go through by battling each other. So let's go in here. Navigate through the enemy-infested dungeon to defeat the boss. They let you know what's happening too. This is special presentation for this mode as well. Yo, look at me. I'm Nightmare, baby, with Soul Calibur. Oh my, she's going crazy. She's going crazy. She's gone mad. She's gone mad. No, no, no. Nice. Good job. See, it shows an X when I defeated her. It tells you how much gold you get as well. It's level 76 Platinum Edge Master. See, and it makes another spot. It lets you know when the area is done. So that's pretty much all this is on different maps as well. This is where you unlock the maps of the game as well. And that's pretty much Weapon Master. It's crazier, it's longer. They tell you the scenarios and all this stuff. It's insanely long. But what's unique about Weapon Master here, compared to Soul Calibur 1 and even Soul Edge, watch this. Not only can you pause during this, and choose what weapon you want for your character, but you can also change your character whenever you want. You don't have to stick with one character. That's why the mode is so much larger now, is that you can play as any character you want going through these. So if you lose a battle, you could switch and just go back in. And also you have the shop here where it's obviously all sold out because everything has already been bought. And with many different challenges. It'll tell you the difficulty, the setup like they do in other games. You're your worst enemy, defeat yourself. Show me Nightmare versus Nightmare right now. Shadow Nightmare like they did in the other game. Yes! Yes! Let's go! It's gonna be so hype! But I'm wielding SOULCALIBUR! And he's using the second version of Soul Edge. Let's go on the alt costume. Yeah! Yeah! Come on! Come on, Nightmare! I'm your true Nightmare! Get off the stage! Yes! Normal mode! But that's basically it for the game. I know it's a crazy amount of stuff in this game. It's absurd how much stuff is in this game compared to SOULCALIBUR 1. All that extra bonus illustrations, art, profiles, voice lines, all that stuff they did not have to do. This game would have been good just with the gameplay, but they went over and beyond to make this the best possible product they could make at the time. One of the best video games, one of the best fighting games ever made, bar none. Play this game, no matter what version you get, Xbox, GameCube, PS2, or all of them. Play this game. It is fun, enjoyable, great with friends in versus battles. You can even choose different weapons if you like to utilize them in every other mode in the game, so then you don't have to just use it in Weapon Master. Have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Welcome back to the stage of history.